welcome to my YouTube channel and welcome to the third annual World of Black Dolls celebration. This celebration was started 3 years ago by In the Doll World podcast, who creates a lot of great podcasts about various dolly topics, and you should definitely follow them and check out their podcast, and you will learn so much about tons of creators and dolls that are available and just the production of dolls and all kinds of cool things. But I have participated in this for 3 years, and it's always so much fun to do, and it's fun to see year over year what black dolls are available and how designs have evolved and how availability and accessibility has evolved. So what we are going to do in this week's episode is we're going to talk about black dolls that are created by black creators. These are doll lines that are founded by black creators, and so I think that's really cool that there's so much. You see a lot of different types of dolls up here, so I think it's really cool that there is so much availability out there. Now, this is not all encompassing either. There are a lot of other great brands out there, which I would love for you to leave those in a comment below if I have not talked about your favorite brand here today. But the ones I'm going to start with the Karma's World dolls, and the reason I'm going to start with those is because they are owned, or they are put out by Mattel. Mattel manufactures these dolls, but what's really cool about these dolls is they were created by Ludacris, or Chris Lova Lova if you came up in the South like I did. And he has a daughter, his first daughter. He's a girl dad. His first daughter's name is Karma, and he kind of created this Karma's World as a way of like empowerment and positivity for his daughter and his daughters, and it's just a really cool thing. I have not watched the show, so there is a show, Karma's World, on Netflix. I have not watched it. It's a cartoon, it's a kid's show, but I think the dolls are super cute. So this is Karma, and this is Winston, and as a matter of fact, I'm going to be giving away 2 of these dolls, another set. So if you want to enter that giveaway, check me out over on Instagram where I'll be giving these away. But these dolls are just so much fun. First of all, I love the hairstyles. I love the accessories that come with them. Karma comes with, and I'm just going to show you in this box that's unopened, she comes with 2 barrettes for hair play. Of course, I put the purple barrette in my Karma because, you know, it's purple. A whole entire other outfit in this particular version. There are a lot of different versions of Karma. I got mine from Walmart, but you'll see in this footage they have her at Target as well, and the line, and she has a friend named Switch that I didn't get, but I just think they're adorable dolls. Again, haven't watched the TV show. If you've watched the TV show, let me know how you feel about that, but I just think it's so cool that Ludacris like created this line. This is kind of his brainchild, and I've read articles where he like really talked with Mattel and worked with them about, you know, how the doll should look and all this kind of stuff, and I just think that's fantastic, and it's really cool. I saw him in concert. So when I was at Clemson, this was early, like maybe when his first album had come out, and Clemson is close to Atlanta. It's like right up 85, and he did a concert out in a field in a field at Clemson, and it was just really cool. It was like a fun time. So anyway, yeah, so that is the Karma's World dolls, and again, I just adore them. They are so cool. So I'm going to move next to the Naturalistas. These dolls are so gorgeous. They carry them at Target. They also have them at Amazon. I will leave a link below. I'll leave a link to all the dolls where you can purchase, but I went to Target today actually to get footage for this video to show you guys. They're completely sold out of Naturalistas. They have the like hairstyling head and some of the fashions, but that's it. Luckily, I bought my doll maybe a couple months ago. I bought mine, so I'm really glad I was able to get her. But they're really, really pretty dolls, and I want to show you, I saved the packaging, or I saved the fashion, I haven't opened it yet, to show you they're a celebration of natural coils, curls, and crowns. That's kind of tough for me to say really fast, but I love that, a celebration of natural coils, curls, and crowns, and they are founded by Dee Dee Wright Ward, and the purpose of the dolls basically is to celebrate children with coily, curly, and naturally textured hair. And so I think these dolls are they're really beautiful. They're really, really Gorgeous dolls. I love the fashions. I love the color combos in this fashion. Now I'm going to talk about just a little bit about the doll. I like the shape of the doll. I really like the fashions that they come with. I think I just said that. I think this is so gorgeous. They don't have a lot of joints. So as a collector, you might would want to put these gorgeous faces and clothes on a made to move body if you had access to an extra one. But I just think the faces are really, really pretty. So I like the face ups or the paint jobs they've done on these dolls' faces. Again, the hair is gorgeous, and she stands on her own. Like, you see this, she's got stilettos on. And I guess they're not stilettos, they're just high heels. But she stands on her own, so she's a very well-balanced, well-produced doll. So I just think they're really gorgeous dolls, and just there's several. I think there's 5 or 6 different ones available. This is the one I got. I think I got her because you can never pick with these things, but I loved her gold dress. Like, I think that dress is just so pretty and so stunning. So anyway, that's the Naturalistas line. Normally they have them at Target. My Target had none, but they do have them on Amazon. That's a good thing, though. It's good when you have a new doll line that does really well, so that means they can be successful continuing into the future. Next, we're going to talk about, and I've talked about the Just Fresh dolls on my channel before. They're founded by Dr. Lisa, and I'll be honest, I cannot remember Dr. Lisa's last name. She's like Oprah or Cher or Madonna. She's just Dr. Lisa to me. She has a really great Instagram that you guys can follow. She posts a lot of really motivational, positive stuff. But anyway, the Just Fresh dolls, they have like a Playline doll, which is the doll you see here in purple. $12.99 is the price point of these dolls. And they've just come out with a collector series. I think they've just come out with this. These are the first collector's dolls I've seen from them. They've done the Wakanda Forever dolls that are collector's dolls. And so I got Shuri from that series. I am going to post an unboxing of her later this week because I did do an unboxing for her. She's a really fantastic doll, but I'm just really pumped that the Fresh dolls are doing both Playline and Collector Series dolls now, and they do have different bodies. So the Playline dolls, they have hinge joints, and the Collector's doll has more like a double joint, like it moves, more like a made-to-move Barbie body. I hate to compare everything to that, but that's kind of like the pinnacle of, of the doll jointing in the Playline world. But you can see how well like her elbow just goes like this. But anyway, I love these dolls. They have a really positive message. They are very accessible. I think they have them in Walmart too. I'll be honest, I haven't looked at Walmart stalls in a while, but I do think that they're there as well. And I will leave Dr. Lisa's Instagram below as well, so you guys can follow her, because again, very positive, very motivational stuff that she posts, and it kind of brightens your day every time you see it. Like, it like makes you feel, I don't know, as a woman, it makes you feel empowered to see a woman out there like doing it. You know what I mean? Because she used to be a college professor, and so you guys may know I used to be a teacher, so I really have a soft place in my heart for those who have taught in the world. But anyway, next, I have talked about this doll last year, but this is Healthy Roots Zoe. She is also available at Target and available online. And I'm not going to talk tons about her because we did talk about her last year, but she was developed so that little girls could have, or little children could have hair play. And so she's got hair that you can play with and that you can do all kinds of things with. And she's in that 18-inch doll range. She has a vinyl chest piece, which is really great for when you're dressing dolls, especially as a collector, because you can put I just scratched her with my fingernail. You can put a swimsuit on a doll, and you can have them wearing lower neck stuff, and you don't have that cloth body showing. And that just like enhances a doll's collectability, at least in my mind. So she's a great doll to add if you like the 18-inch size and you want to support, a black-owned doll line. You've got Healthy Roots dolls. Next, we're going to talk about Harper Iman dolls. I say Iman. This is a Harper Iman doll, and they are dolls made out of, I believe it's linen, and they are founded by a mom and daughter team, and I saved the box so we can look at the story together. I saw these in Target before Christmas, and I posted their pictures on Instagram, and everybody was asking me, so how many did you buy? How many did you buy? I'm like, I didn't buy any yet because I was trying to wait till after Christmas because I was just buying a lot at Christmas. But anyway, it's hard to be what you cannot see. Dolls of color are underrepresented. The truth is there weren't many choices on the market to choose from, and the ones available did not accurately represent our many different skin tones and hair textures, so our children are left playing with and trying to identify with dolls that look nothing like them. So they created this line of dolls, and they do have different skin tones, different hairstyles. They're really well made, beautiful dolls. And I found out when I posted them on Instagram, when I was sharing them with everybody, that they have been making dolls for a long time, and like hand making the dolls, and it's like a click war to be able to get one of them. Like they just sell out instantly. They have like this really amazing following, and they're just coveted artists, as any coveted doll artist's work is. I had not heard of them before because I don't typically collect cloth dolls. It's just not really my genre. If you have watched my doll videos before, you'll know that I'm mostly a vinyl and resin gal. But I just love this little girl because she is in her spacesuit, and I think it's so fun. I think it's just adorable that she's got a spacesuit on, and it's just, I don't know, that's cool to me. I'm a Star Trek lover. I'm a Star Wars lover. Star Wars is less the spacesuit than Star Trek, but like I'm just a sci-fi geek, and I just love that she's in this outfit. And you know what? I didn't unzip it and look underneath. And it's just one outfit. It's like all sewn together. But I just thought that this was adorable. You got real pockets. The price point on these is $34.99. So again, lots of variety, lots of different hairstyles, and they're very, very they're cuddly dolls. They don't have any like hard pieces. So if you had a young one that wanted to, have a doll to snuggle with, this is a great doll for that. Really beautifully made, and I think it's really great for their success. They're hand making these dolls, but now they're able to make their dolls more accessible to people everywhere because they are available at Target. I don't know if they're available on Amazon, but I'll check. But they are there at Target, so very accessible for people now to be able to get to, and not as expensive, of course, as their handmade artist editions are, because these are produced in a factory. But I really like that when an artist is able to do that, because again, I keep saying the word, but it's good to be able to get these dolls into people's hands, into children's hands, because the dolls that they create now have become a collectible. Those dolls aren't really going into the hands of children. This doll isn't going into the hands of a child either, but you could see, that these dolls at the $34.99 price point would definitely end up in the hands of children. So we'll just put it like that. But anyway, I think they're gorgeous dolls. I like the size too. They're roughly like ruby red size. If you've got a ruby red fashion friend, that's around the same size. I'm thinking in my mind, I didn't think about that before, but they might be able to wear ruby red fashion friends clothes, like if you wanted to change their clothes. I don't know about that, but that's interesting. If anybody watching knows, let us know in the comments below. And then the last doll I'm going to talk about, which we have talked about before on the channel, is the Brains and Beauty doll line. This is Kari. There are two other dolls in this line. They speak motivational messages. My Kari, I've had her for a couple years now, and her battery's dead, so she doesn't, you kind of hear that? Whoop, 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 whoop. She doesn't really talk anymore. That's okay. I could probably replace her battery. I don't know if she's got a battery. Yeah, she's got a zipper in the back, so I could replace that. I probably won't, just because I don't really press her motivational phrases. But in my world, she is Courtney's half sister. So that's kind of like my 18-inch world. Kari is Courtney's half sister, and they share a bedroom and they share a wardrobe and all this fun stuff. So anyway, that's my Kari doll. But that is a doll, Brains and Beauty, founded to teach empowerment to young children and have more representation with dolls. And they also encourage hair play, and they have outfits and all kinds of fun stuff with them. So this is just a sampling. Now In Target, they also have the HBCU dolls, which are 18-inch dolls. I do not have one of those just because I'm cutting back on some of my 18-inch stuff, but they're really pretty dolls. I believe their price point is $34.99 or $39.99. They are founded by a Hampton University graduate, and if you don't know, if you're not from the States or you just don't know, HBCU is a historically black college and universities, and so those dolls celebrate those college campuses, and so I think that's a really neat idea to put those dolls out there, and it's something to kind of have kids thinking about early. You know, do they want to be on the college track? So you've got this doll that you're putting in your child's hands that not only is, you know, a beautiful black doll and it's representative, but it's also planting that seed of, you know, higher learning and education. And so I think that's really great for that doll line. So anyway, guys, these are doll lines. They're certainly, like I said, this is not an exhaustive list, but this is a list of doll lines, black doll lines that were founded by black creators. And so I hope that I hope I've introduced you to something new today. If you want to introduce me to something new, please leave me a link in the comments below, because I love learning about new dolls and checking new dolls out. If you want to win the extra Karma and Winston set, be sure to follow me over on Instagram. I'm going to do a contest. I'll post the rules to enter there. It will be open for U.S. and international. International will just have to pay shipping and will be responsible for any customs charges, because unfortunately international shipping is very expensive these days from the U.S. and I have no idea what the customs charges are for different countries. But anyway, if you want to win them, check me out over on Instagram. I'll post information about that later this weekend. But guys, thank you so much for watching. Again, hope you learned something new today, or if you didn't learn anything new, at least hope you enjoyed seeing all these beautiful dolls. Thank you so much for watching, and we will see you in the next video. Bye-bye. I want to say a huge thank you to my patrons from Patreon: Lindsay S., Leah W., Doreen Z., Janice H., Mercedes W., Cindy K., Bear Sunflower, Diane B., Kelly L., Shorna R., Stephanie W., Jessica S., Ray M., Shalane C., Penny P., Louisa's Knickknacks, Marty G., and Lynn. Your support means so much to me and helps me continue bringing you great dolly content. For more information on how you can become a supporter of this channel, please see the link in the video description. Thank you.